HealthNuts, welcome back to the second episode of the HealthNut Cookbook Diaries, where I basically take you guys behind the scenes throughout the journey of creating the HealthNut Cookbook. This is what it looks like. If you guys are new here, I just wrote a book. It comes out this September 3rd, 2019, and it's available for pre-order right now. I will have links down below. You can order from Canada, the US, Australia, UK, Europe, wherever it's available. And if you can't find a link, just message me and I will find you one. And I'm just so proud of it. It's honestly has been a dream come true. And for both Matt and I, we're just so proud of this book. And even though I'm on it, it was really a team effort, and I couldn't have done it without Matt or the HealthNut team and all the other people behind the scenes here. It is not just me that created this book. It really is a group of people, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in today's episode. Now, if you guys have not watched the first episode of the HealthNut Cookbook Diaries, I will link that at the top here. I'm going to have a full playlist so you guys can just kind of stay up to date. And basically, I am releasing one of these vlogs on the last Friday of each month. So there's going to be more leading up to the book as well as after the book, because there's just so much that goes into creating a cookbook that I'm just so excited to bring you guys along and share the process with you. So without further ado, let's get into the video and talk about the photo shoot. So we're gonna be talking about the photo shoot and what went on behind the scenes in making all the beautiful photography that's in the HealthNut Cookbook. So the photo shoot was probably my favorite part. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the food photo shoot, which lasted 2 weeks. It was a very intense and compact 2 weeks, but we did all of the food photos in 2 weeks, and then we actually pushed the lifestyle photos a little bit further in the year. We were waiting for like nicer weather, so that's gonna be in the next vlog or video, so stay tuned for that. But for this video, we are talking food. Now, after months of creating, recipe testing, and writing all the recipes in the cookbook, I was so excited to see them come to life off the paper in real life. Obviously, like, I made them numerous times in my kitchen, but I really wanted to see them styled really pretty and photographed nicely and just, yeah, see them come to life. So I was so excited. And the first process was, of course, creating mood boards. So I used, our good friendly platform called Pinterest, which is so good for creating mood boards. And I used it to create a mood board for the style of photography I was looking for, different colors, textures, and composition, I think is the word. And then I also used it because I wanted to get some ideas of what backdrops and props that we should use for the cookbook. So this is something that myself and my photographer Kyla kind of went back and forth on, and we were just collaborating on it with. And speaking of backdrops, we needed some beautiful boards to place all of our delicious food on top and photograph it. I was so lucky because I got reached out to by Leigh Wood Co., which is a beautiful custom wood furniture company out in Hamilton, Ontario, run by a beautiful couple, Craig and Madison. And Madison, I believe, is a longtime HealthNut viewer. So hi, Madison, if you're watching this. And she had reached out previously before the book to talk about just what they do and stuff, and we kind of collabed together to help us create some backdrops for the photography in the cookbook. So and they're so boards I use today, and they're so pretty. So we worked with them to create what textures we wanted, what material. We had some concrete, wood, and MDF colored boards. And basically, Craig just designed these beautiful boards with their team, and they turned out so good and just really helped they were the foundation of the photos. Get it? But we still use them today. You guys are always asking me about the boards that I use in our photography and videos. I will link them down below. Go give them some love on their Instagram. And they're just an amazing company, and I love supporting local talented companies like themselves. So go give them some love. And yeah, they did all the boards in the cookbook. Hey HealthNuts, I'm currently in the car with Mr. Mia, and very exciting because we are about to pick up our custom photography boards. We just got our boards. I mean, I don't know what they look like yet, but just by the wrapping, I'm impressed. I got all the muscle team. I can kind of see the colors through, but I'm so excited to unwrap them. It's gonna be like Christmas. Ooh, I love the color. So smooth.
This one's important now.
Oh.
A little bit rustic. Even this is cool.
the turquoise is perfect.
Yeah, like that's
I love this color.
Yeah. Cool. Well, it's good that we have them all here.
Now that we had the boards out of the way, we needed to talk about props. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't realize, is that when you're shooting such a big project like a cookbook, you need so many props. You don't want to see the same bowls and spoons in every other photo in the book. You know, in your kitchen, you probably only have so many plates and bowls and things like that. And although I have quite a collection, I didn't have enough for a whole cookbook. And like I said, you'll get sick of seeing the same ones over and over again. So there is such a thing as prop houses. There's a ton in Toronto. I'm sure there's one in whatever city that you live in. And basically you go in there, it's like you're a kid in a candy store if you love photography, like especially food photography. It is so beautiful, and I think they have prop houses for all different types of photo shoots and stuff. But basically go in there and you rent the items. And I used to think that renting photography props would be cheaper than buying it. It's not. It's not. You're going there because they've already done the work for you and sourced these like beautiful props for you, and then you get to just go in there and pick and choose what you're looking for. So we went in there. The first day we kind of went in there and we were just like looking at colors and textures and just laying them all out on a big table just to see what we had to work with. And then the following day, the actual day of the shoot, we went in early in the morning and we collected all the props that we needed. And I think they usually do it on a weekly rental basis. So we were able to rent this group of props for the first week, and then we swapped some out during the week. And then we also went back the second week, which you'll see in a little bit, to get some more because we didn't have enough. And I thought we had a lot. So many colors, hard to choose.
Okay, so no to these. I kind of knew.
All right, now it came to the actual shoot date, which was so crazy. And what we did to stay organized is we had like an Excel doc with all of the recipes in each chapter, so that we knew like if we were shooting a certain recipe on the blue board, then we knew not to shoot like the next recipe in that chapter on the same blue board, because there's a lot to think about. You have to think about the cookbook as a whole and not just each recipe individually, if that makes sense. And we basically had a whiteboard and we would write out all the recipes that we were gonna shoot that day. We were looking at about 7 to 8 recipes, although I think some like in a day, and I think some days we ended up shooting even more. It was like we had to just really be efficient and compact as much recipes into one day as we could, because like I said, we were shooting everything in 2 weeks, and that was just like Monday to Friday, so like 10 days. Not 14. It was nuts. So the very first recipe that we shot for the cookbook was my breakfast cookies. And I just remember seeing what the photo looked like on Kyla's camera and just seeing it all just come to life, and just that feeling you got when you looked at the photo. It was just like, it was really magical. It was so cool. And what was really awesome is that each day, I mean, we were a small but mighty team, and each day we had myself, Kyla, the photographer, Houston, which was like helping out with food prep and styling, as well as just like cracking the whip on us. And then I had either 1 or 2 volunteers that were family, friends, HealthNut team members, Mr. Matt, my mom, and I'm just so grateful that we were able to get some volunteers to help us out, because cookbooks are expensive, like I've mentioned, so any free helping hands that I could get at that time it was very much appreciated, and it was just fun to kind of bring friends and family into this really special project that we were working on. I'll introduce everyone. Houston, it's gonna be like ding. Kyla. Andrea. And Cloe. All right, so it is the first day of the Everyday HealthNut Cookbook. I don't know if that's still gonna be the title, but we are working on some breakfast sandwiches right now. Kyla only wants the black peppercorns.
Only the black peppercorns are allowed.
What are you, peppercorn racist?
Kind of.
that's gonna be, are we shooting it on the concrete?
Yeah, it's gonna be so tight. It's gonna be so tight. It's gonna be super macro. I think it's gonna look with the bright blue in the background.
So tight, so tight.
It's gonna be so tight. That's not a colloquial term.
Is that a technical?
A technical term. You just run out. Yeah. It can be a version of all of these things.
Oh yeah. Kyla also made sure that my love for food and color really came together. It was kind of a running joke, like, does every photo have turquoise in it? If not, we need to add some turquoise to it. So that was really funny. And let me tell you, there was a lot of turquoise in the cookbook.
I did that. I don't know how I feel about it. Can you move it in? Yeah. Right. We got the turquoise in there. Look at all the Okay.
That's such a unique shot though. I love that because I love the pops of color, and like for a lifestyle shot, you don't always see something like that in a cookbook. So one thing to know is for day one of the photo shoot, we really wanted to do a mixture of photos so then we could send them over to our publisher just to review and approve. This is important because you don't want to just shoot all of the photos in the cookbook and then go to hand it in and then they're like, oh, we didn't think that this is the feel that we're going for, because it is a collaborative effort. It's not just me that gets to make all the decisions. You want to make sure that everyone is happy and on the same page. So we wanted to make sure that we shot different styles on the first day, and it was really cool because Kyla kind of put together this collage of images, and we had sent them through to a couple of other people as well to get opinions, and like the reaction we got was just like over the top. Everyone was so excited and they're just like, these are amazing, we're on the right track. So we basically just kept going from there. And this is Ashley, who's also helping you with the cookbook. Okay. All right guys, it is early morning. Today is Wednesday. It's actually day 3 of the cookbook shoot, and I'm with Caitlin. She's the camera girl today. Hi. And we are just doing a quick stop at one of the prop houses because like any cookbook shoot, you think you got enough props, and we got a ton of props, but there's just a couple of pieces that we realized as like throughout shooting that we are missing. So today we're picking up some jars for smoothies, some mini utensils, some more napkins, and all that fun stuff. So we're meeting Kai inside. We're at the prop house, I think it's called. We got most of our stuff from Rustica, but we're gonna check out the prop house today. So let's go see what they have, shall we? I need my coat.
I could have believed that. No. I was like, you went aggressively, much more aggressively than I thought you were gonna go. I was like, you know, just go like this. And you did some twirls.
So we just picked up glasses, picked up linens, small spoons. I think we're good. We're good? Let's get shooting. Got the props. Just toasting some nuts. And coconut.
What are you up to?
So I'm just toasting up some of these clusters. I won't tell you the name of them. We had an interesting morning. The power was out completely over 4 blocks. It's back on now. Everything's good.
We just did like 2 shoots. We're gonna start on smoothies, which I'm so excited about because I love my green smoothie. And yeah, we're doing like smoothies, juices, smoothie bowls today. It's gonna be a good day. Doesn't that look amazing?
Yeah, it looks really good. Smells even better.
Shit-a bang. Bake my little pretties. 25 minutes, but we'll check them in just in case. All right, so Kai is shooting the Southwest Black Eyed Pea burgers. Caitlin's here today. I don't know. Yeah, I've already told you guys, I think, but she's here. Hello. Houston's doing the rad avocado toast with some watermelon radish, which is super pretty.
There. These are all the elements composed.
You tell me your honest. I mean, I haven't tried them yet. I hear they're spicy.
Oh, that's really good.
You digging it? Mm-hmm. I mean, she went back for second, so let's see the. Oh.
This is amazing.
Isn't it good? This sauce, guys, you guys are gonna love. Avocado ranch.
No, that's really good. How you feeling?
Feeling good. We just finished up the quiches. Moving on to the blender green juice and then the mushroom Alfredo pasta. So light's still doing good. It's there. It's not raining. So fingers crossed we can still do 2 more. There's already a bite ready for me. Mmm.
Black gloves.
This is what happens when you have a blogger doing
It's
cookbook.
embarrassing. The black gloves.
Oh.
Whoa.
No, it's a professional here. You can't even see it.
They're embarrassing. However, Houston, I have a feeling you secretly like them and you'll wear them.
I think you like them too. They look
I
cool.
don't.
Big love. Got black ones.
Hey, we're done.
One of my favorite photo shoot days was actually when my mom came to help, and that was really special just to, you know, bring her into the behind the scenes of the creation of this project. And it was just, she had so much fun. She was like so proud, you know, her daughter writing a cookbook, like she was like on social media, taking photos, and just, she was so cute. And like her being there was just so much support, and I really appreciated having her there. And yeah, it was just really cool to be able to share that special moment with her. And in case you didn't know, the book is actually dedicated to my mom, and it was just, yeah, really cool to have her there. And she was giving me pointers on what should be in a recipe, which is quite funny. Anything with bread, she was down for. My mom is a breadaholic, and it was just funny to hear her comments on the different recipes. And she will give you like the honest opinion whether she likes it or not. Not even on purpose, she just like would be like, or yeah, that's good, that's good. Like you can just tell in her expression. So luckily she loved everything and she immediately was like, where can I get the recipe? Which was kind of funny. So I obviously just gave her some advanced copies of some of the recipes that were in the book. But I will definitely be making them for her even before the cookbook comes out.
Is this okay, Nick, or?
Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Have my mom today in the studio. Say hi. Hi. We are just cooking up a storm. We're making granola bars together. Had to get her involved in the cookbook process, so I'm making some granolas. These are my granola bars that are on the blog that I'm making. So I'm just toasting up the almonds and the oats right now, and then we're gonna mix everything together.
Oh, is this one of us? Oh, shakshuka. How do you say it?
How you saying it? Say it again.
Shakshuka.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, shakshuka.
I use cloves, red pepper, sweet paprika, cumin, coriander. Don't put too much cumin. So.
Thanks. Thanks, Mom, for telling me how I should spice my...
Tomatoes. A lot of tomatoes in this.
Yeah. Yes, chef. Is that approved?
That's
right.
Beautiful.
Do you want to just get the oven for me, Mom? Merci beaucoup. Into the oven you go.
Yeah.
So pretty. All right, bars are cut.
What do you want to do? How do you want to do these? Stacked? You want to stack them?
Maybe, cause like I just think like these are really like they're chewy. Lots going on. You can tilt the camera to show you what Houston's doing. Okay, we got it. Just taking smoothie photos. So pretty. They look great. Great job, Smoothies. You rocked it.
How do I shut this off?
YouTuber. There's so many things where you're gonna be like, how's getting me shit this? How's getting oh
You go, girl. Put that spin class to use. And some diffusers while Kai takes the last shot of the day. Almost a wrap. Matt and I were saying we're gonna have to have my mom here next week too, because she's doing such a good job.
Let's help her.
I know.
Dang. Honestly, you know, the whole fam.
I know, you guys are going to meet my whole family these 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For real.
Like so.
I'm just kidding. I know. All right, so today is our last day of week 1. Matt's here today helping out. He's the grocery shopper slash
driver
slash dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like we're at home. I said I cook, Matt cleans.
Glamorous.
So
Glamorous life of
I'm very excited about this shoot because we're doing my green smoothie pancakes. How cute they are. Houston putting the last final touches.
Don't move, don't move. Oh, yeah. Pull out. Okay.
Pull out, pull out. This is my trick. Stick of butter, just go right in and. Made a double batch of my fluffy pancakes. This is probably one of my favorite recipes on the blog that I make the most.
An extra big.
Right. 1. Like that?
That's a monster.
No, I'm not gonna try.
Do the flip.
You're not gonna do it?
Can you?
Here you go.
We're gonna try.
Oh. Ready?
Oh, you might be a little jiggly.
Oh, damn.
Ooh,
no, she didn't.
I was expecting some air.
We'll hide that side. He had a little weight on him.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like.
That was impressive.
So another special guest was, of course, Mr. Matt. He obviously has like a 9-to-5 job, so he couldn't be there every single day. But he was so supportive. He was there helping me pack up the van, or the van, we don't have a van yet, the Jeep in the beginning of the shoot, and like helping me put everything away at the end. Like he was there in spirit, calling, checking in on me throughout the day, and handling like emails and other life things that were happening during these 2 weeks. And him being there on the last day was really special. We had some extra muscle power there. We got him to do the heavy lifting stuff, dishes, chopping. We got Mr. Matt involved with a lot of things. And what was really funny was, and I think this was his favorite photo shoot, was the pancake stack, which probably had about 2 cups of maple syrup by the time we were done with it. And there's some funny like Instagram stories that I pre-filmed, so I'll insert those here.
Filling up some muffin tins with parchment paper. We couldn't find the cups that we liked. So we're doing it old school style.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, glamorous life.
That should be the author photo. And tilt it a little bit towards me. I wrote this book, and here's my man slave who held up all the things behind me.
Pretty much.
Hold this board.
So I don't know if you guys remember Art Attack. It was like a show that I used to watch growing up. Maybe I'm aging myself, but basically it was this guy, I forget his name, I don't know if it was Neil, and he would create these like beautiful like murals, or I don't even know what it's called. Like he would create like these beautiful pieces of artwork, like using materials and objects. It was really cool to see. And I felt like we were doing this with the chapter openers. We kind of thought to do something similar but with food, and we basically, all the chapter openers are 2-page spreads, and they're basically just like a mishmash of all the different ingredients from that chapter done in a really beautiful, artsy way, and it was so much fun to create those. We just like busted those out in one afternoon, and they turned out so beautiful, and I just think they really set the tone for each chapter in the book.
These monkeys are making the breakfast board, and Kyla's eating all the strawberries. Good morning, guys. So today is the last day of the cookbook photo shoot, which is kind of surreal and exciting because it's been a amazing but exhausting 2 weeks, but it's just kind of like bittersweet that today is the last day. And I just wanted to make sure I'm recording my thoughts and feelings on here because that's what vlogging is all about. So I just want to pop in before I head into the studio. I just have all my things I'm going to bring in, so I thought I would just say hello, touch base with you guys, let you know how I'm feeling. Yeah, I was like getting ready in the bathroom today, and I just had this like thought of, oh my god, I'm gonna be an author. Well, technically I am an author. I'm writing a book right now that's gonna be published, and it's so crazy. Like even the other day I was at Whole Foods picking up groceries, and I needed specific things, and the guy's like, oh, are you doing a photo shoot? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what are you doing it for? And I said, oh, a cookbook. And he's like, oh, are you the photographer? And it was like one of the first times I said, no, I'm the author. And it was just really, like I said, surreal, and it's just been the best experience ever. And we have the most amazing team helping out with the photos, people volunteering their time, which has been so amazing because it's a huge project and not one that I could do all by myself. So we got some of these, I'll show you. We got some of these clear, I picked these up last night, these clear lunch containers. They're glass because we're gonna do a fun meal prep chapter opener today. But yeah, I think we only have like 5 photos we're doing today, and then we have to pack everything up, bring it to the prop house. There's actually 2 prop houses, and then pack up all my stuff that I brought over. So really exciting. I'm excited to see everyone today and just like bust out this last day, have a great one, and get some great shots. Okay. Let's grab this stuff and get moving because we got a lot to do. And not enough time. So we are in the studio for the last day of the cookbook photo shoot, which is kind of bittersweet. I was saying in the car, I was like, it's like exciting, but also like, you know,
it's
sad.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It happens.
So Houston is just making the final list for the meal prep shot.
What else?
So many lists.
Put in these bowls. I think we should definitely put some acorn squash.
Mm-hmm.
We have some turkey chili left and beet hummus left.
We might even be able to do this Caesar salad because we have Brussels sprouts and kale. We can kind of just like shred those up, and purple cabbage. So I'm making a massive green smoothie with a bunch of leftovers because I've not had breakfast yet. Okay, so we're gonna do some hand pie surgery here. Kyla's an expert food surgeon.
Right.
And Mr. Matt picked up this beautiful rhubarb from St. Lawrence Market yesterday, and it's gonna be beautiful for the shot.
Yeah, get that filling.
So this is basically the process. Kyla styling me over her shoulder. Being like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing in there? And Andrea and Houston are cooking up the food for the meal prep shot. It's exciting Friday. The final recipe. We saved the best, no, the hardest for last.
Yeah.
It's not hard, it's just like ice cream is difficult to work with.
Hard to style this here. Good thing you employed a little boy. I love ice cream.
HealthNut style meal prep. We're just getting everything ready to fill up our little containers for the meal prep chapter opener.
So one of my favorite photos from the cookbook was actually a photo that didn't even make it into the cookbook, sadly, and it was just one of my favorites because it was basically a really cool artsy overhead of a bunch of like bento lunch containers for meal prepping, and it was just an assortment of all of the different recipes, or at least the ones that were meal prep friendly in the cookbook, and we were just like basically having just food art with them, playing around with them, and just seeing all the recipes come together in such a beautiful way, and that they all just complemented each other. All the flavors and colors was just so cool to see. And we're definitely using that photo. We're using it in like advertising and stuff for the cookbook, but it is so beautiful. And it was just like, I think it was just the creation of that photo was really fun. And I just loved how it turned out.
So we are officially on the final shot of the cookbook, which is really exciting. I mean, minus the lifestyle photo shoot, which we still haven't booked yet, but this one is looking so pretty, and Kyla's just doing her thing. Look guys, meal prepping is fun.
It's fun. It's the last shot, eh? How do you feel?
Sad.
Sad, don't lie.
Maybe going back home, working by myself every day. No, it's like bittersweet because it's like, obviously it's been a bit busy, exhausting 2 weeks, but it's, you know, it's gonna be sad to not play with food every day.
It was funny because during the last couple of days, we had Coolway send over some ice cream for me to try out. So I told them, send it to the studio, and I think they sent us like 7 tubs of ice cream, which we basically just all enjoyed together because I could eat that much ice cream, but I shouldn't. And we got a couple of beers, and it was just like a fun way to celebrate at the end. My good friend Matt, which is Kyla's other half, was there, and we just like all took it all in, cleaned up shop, and it was a good ending to a crazy 2 weeks.
We're ending off
It's a party!
the cookbook with ice cream,
Ice cream and beer!
and it's nut free, so Houston can eat all of it.
Yeah, that is ice cream like.
This one is salted caramel. It's delicious. There's a lot of, so good.
Yes.
Get here, Matt. Cheers! To book number 2. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, you are. Everyone's like, bye.
So there you have it. That was episode 2 of the HealthNut Cookbook Diaries. If you guys haven't already pre-ordered the HealthNut Cookbook, I will have links down below. We're doing amazing monthly giveaways in celebration of the arrival of the cookbook. So you guys can find more information down below, as well as if you've already pre-ordered the book, you can enter in your receipt and information on the landing page, and you'll get a 20% off coupon code to the HealthNut shop as an extra thank you. So yeah, check it out. And there's a ton, you guys got so many sneak peeks in this video of what the cookbook is and what's in it, and you guys are gonna love the recipes and the photography, and you're just gonna freak out when you see the finished product of what's inside here. And when you try the recipes, they're so delicious. You guys are gonna love them. So thank you so much for tuning in and for another very long episode of these videos, but I just really wanna share the process with you. So thank you so much. And hopefully you guys are enjoying these. Like I said, the next one will air next month, last Friday of the month. So stay tuned, and we'll be talking about the lifestyle portion of the photo shoot, which was, I don't even know, maybe even more fun than the food. It was a tie. They were both so much fun. So thank you so much for all of your support, for tuning in each week to my videos and supporting everything that we do. We are just so appreciative, and like looking back at some of the clips in this video, like even just now I was reviewing it so I knew what to talk about, and I was just like getting teary-eyed. It's like, it's been such a crazy journey, and I just can't believe that I'm an author. This is insane. I can't believe it. And I'm just so grateful that I've been given the opportunity to do this. So thank you so much for your support as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.